Hey guys! So I am back with another video. This will be a makeup tutorial. It won't be an unboxing like I said in my last video. I'm actually going to be pairing that up with another video that I'm doing with my Dolls Kill haul. I'm ordering a few things from there just because like a lot of it's like current mood and I can't get it anywhere else. Because I know there's a lot of controversy with Dolls Kill, but I'm still doing the haul regardless. And I'll be pairing that up with my Killstar haul because I'm also ordering some stuff from Killstar on their website. So hopefully that can get out soon. My hair is different. As of right now, I'm just growing it out. My last video I had yellow hair. I'm still going back to my yellow hair, but I had to grow it out because the extensions that I want, if I put them in at the length that it was, it just wouldn't have looked right and it would have looked weird. It really would have. But now I'm growing my hair out. Right now I'm taking vitamins. It's the Sugar Bear hair vitamins. I switched to those because honestly I've had a lot of good reviews. I know there was like that whole drama about them, but it's whatever. I don't really care. It's a fucking brand. So real quick before we actually jump into the video, I just wanted to give a shout out to my follower Mckennas. Told her she is 19 and she has a shop on Etsy, I do believe, yeah. Okay, that's where this link is taking me. Cool, but she sent me some jewelry that I wanted to show you guys. So she sent me a little note letting me know that she added this ring in as well, and I apologize, my hands look so disgusting. She said in the note that she might be adding this to her shop. I'm not sure if it's there yet. Her shop is called Bone Witchcrafts. She's got a lot of good things on here. Honestly, I haven't completely looked through the shop, but so far from what I see, it's pretty cool. She sent me this bracelet. I don't know if you guys can see that, hopefully. But she added this little charm for me, and she specifically made them yellow, which I admire so much. Also, I do realize I have blue hair now. It's complicated. I'm going through some stuff. I needed to dye my hair, so oh well. But she specifically made them yellow because I used to have yellow hair. And then she also sent me this bracelet, which is yellow and black, which I absolutely adore. This is so cute. I do have a little critique about them though. The bones on this one, they kind of just need a little shaved down. I just went over them with like a one of like the nail filers, and it was perfect after that. It just kind of left little indents on my wrist is all. But yeah, other than that, I love all three of the gifts that she gave me. They're amazing. I wear them with my clothes. I think they're really cool. I don't have any bone jewelry, so I'm really excited that you sent me these. I never really get the chance to go to like Renaissance festivals as much as I used to, so and that's usually like where I would buy them. But honestly, yeah, they're like a perfect fit for my wrist as well. And I will leave her Instagram and her store down in the description as well. Now we are going on to the rest of the video. See you later. But yeah, if you guys want to see how I created this makeup look, and I did try and answer as many questions as I could with this tutorial. If you want to see how this look is done, keep watching. Hey guys. Alright, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial today. I'm going to be doing a black cut crease. You guys have been asking me to do a makeup tutorial for a really long time, and you guys have been specifically asking for my black smoky eye. Now, this one I usually present to people who are beginning makeup because it's good to have transition colors, because sometimes I just outright use black, and most makeup gurus and like people that use makeup don't just usually use outright black. You really have to know how to like manipulate it, and that's kind of just about in every art form. In painting, I always did like darker colors last, so that's basically the idea of what we're gonna do today. because we're going to start with the transition color, and then I'm going to, so I'll do like another video if you guys really just want to use black and see how you can manipulate that and adding other pigments to it, but like other than like transition colors, because if I can put it somewhere on the screen, I did an it look that involved red and white and just black. I didn't use transition colors for that makeup. It just was outright pigment. We are gonna get started. Today I'm using the Morphe X James palette. I know there's a lot of controversy around this palette, but I don't care. It's still a good one. Yes, my yellow is gone. And my black is almost gone. But honestly, this is a really good black. It holds up really, really, really well. Also, real quick, I will be doing an eyebrow video, but it'll be in a separate video. The second palette that we're going to be using today for the transition colors will be the Conspiracy palette, and we're going to be using shades, which Tanacon is almost gone, but I'm going to begin with Tanacon, and then I'm going to move into Diet Root Beer, and then from Diet Root Beer I'm going to put in the black Spooky from James's palette. And also, yes, I'm wearing contacts, and I'll leave the company that sent them to me below. Currently, I do not have a an affiliate code with them. Well, I do. I just don't have like the link and everything because it's complicated. I'll leave the link to their website in the description. Anyways, man, this video is gonna have so many cuts in it. I apologize. I don't know why I put that away, honestly. Get it together, Raven. It's supposed to be professional. You're not doing it. For the transition shade, I'm just going to go in with a really, really, really fluffy blending brush. It should be this one. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's a really old Morphe brush that I have. I really like it anyways. But yeah, I'm going to do that real fast. And also, I'll probably do one eye on camera and one eye off of camera just to save time. Anyways, we are going to move in. I'm just going to like kind of apply it all over my lid, but like keeping in the middle right here. I don't know everything about makeup. Okay, I'm not a professional. Alright, but well, I'm just gonna keep it here on the lid and then I'll blend out. I guess buff out the edges or blend out the edges. Whatever you want to call it, you go for it. You do you. And I'm gonna add a little bit more. And I apologize if you can't actually see this color on camera. Because it's just a little bit darker than my regular skin tone. And also, I usually blend out all the way down, like, and then I kind of like blend it into my foundation, or at least try to anyway. I like that look. You don't have to have that look. Usually you can go back in with concealer after you're done and like clean it up at the bottom. It's usually the best way of like cleaning it up. I don't recommend going in with like a makeup wipe or something because you're really just gonna like ruin the foundation that's under it. But yeah, go in with concealer and then like a concealer brush and like conceal your problems. So then I'm gonna go in with this packing brush, go into Diet Root Beer. I'm gonna pack that on the lid. And try to keep it really controlled, just like, don't go like any further than your crease. Or at least try not to. But then I'm going to go back in with the blending brush I had before. And then I'm going to kind of like blend them together. I am so bad at this. Why do you guys want me to do this? so many of you are like, yeah, definitely. You should do makeup on YouTube. Like I could teach anything. Anyways, moving on. I'm going to take this packing brush now, which again, this is from like the Eco brushes or whatever from Walmart. I've had this forever. I need to go get new brushes. Anyways, I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go in to Smokey from the James Charles palette. And I'm going to pat this onto the lid, keeping it very, 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 very controlled. And don't worry if you just like get a little pigment at first, you can go back in. Honestly, that's usually how I like to start out, with just like a little pigment and then go back in with like heavy pigment, just so I can kind of mark how high and how low or where the hell I want my pigment to be. Goodness. And no, it looks bad now. It does. Like, you gotta really give makeup a chance. Because by the time I'm done, I promise it'll look good. At least I hope anyway. Man, now that I think about it, there's really not many like goth MUAs. At least on YouTube anyways. I know about like Black Friday, and I know about Toxic Tears. Like, they both have done makeup tutorials. So I basically just kind of keep going until like I'm okay with the pigment that I have. And then I will go back in with a smaller blending brush if I can find it. I really need to be organized. I'm not professional right now, I apologize. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with this little tiny blending brush and I'm gonna buff out my edges or blend out my edges, something. I'm gonna do that. Anyway, basically I'm gonna keep blending and keep blending until I'm okay with my final results. I feel like younger me would be like super proud right now for some reason. Cause like younger me always wanted to be like a YouTuber. And then sometimes I'll even go right back in with the black because like I have blended out a lot of pigment. I'll just go back in and get the pigment back that I originally wanted. And I'll keep doing this process until I am happy with said pigment. And I really like to like push against my crease because like it kind of even forms a line. And then I'm going to go back in with this small blending brush. I apologize if you guys can hear my cats. They're running up and down my stairwell right now. And we just got like a new baby kitten. And he loves to play. I know some people don't want to do cut creases. Some people think cut creases are kind of ugly. That's totally fine. You could stop here and put like a really like big like wing, or even a small wing for that matter. It'd be perfect. Or you could just leave it like this. Cool. It's a look. Either way. See, I'll even like kind of go in my corners sometimes. Just cause like, I don't know, it looks better to me. Usually people would like clean off the excess pigment to get like better pigment. I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna go in and use this brush, which I use this one a lot, and I don't clean it very often because I'm gross. I really should clean it, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I will do it later. I'll be prepared in the next video, and I'll have like clean brushes, maybe even new brushes, who knows. But also I'm almost out, so I'm gonna like go against the sides. You know, this thing that we all do? Like we push the thing against the tube. Anyway, I'm gonna go in and there's like a bristle that just, it's not aligned with all the rest of them. It's getting on my nerves. Anyways, I am going to place that on my lid. I usually go deep right there and then bring it up, make that mark that it needs. well, that you need, or if you don't need to do that either. You can just do your thing. Makeup does not have rules here. And I pretty much just try to make it as clean as you can get it. That's also why I like this brush so much. It's like a rounded tip, so it makes it a little bit easier for me. These are very almond eyes. I don't know if you guys knew this. I'm like a quarter Japanese. It kind of affects which brushes I use. So then I'm gonna probably go back in with another layer just to really whiten it up. So it can really like, I know it probably looks kind of pigmented on camera, but it's really not in person. So pretty much when you get it to where you want it to be, I usually have to like, if you have like a hooded lid, I usually just kind of go right above my like crease just to really like make it look like it's all one anyway. And if I do like close my eyes, you'll see like the crease where it is like, and it's like a nice shape. I know it's complicated for some people for some reason. It just, honestly, it does take practice. So I did kind of fib. As I was doing this, I did want to add gray into it because my lipstick is going to be gray. So I'm actually going to be using a third palette. I'm going to go in with Blue Blood, and I'm going to be using the shade Power. It's the grayest gray that I have, and it's like a blue gray, but like whatever. So I'm going to go in with this tiny little packing brush, I want to call it. Probably not. I'm probably wrong 100%. But I'm going to go to the very edge right here of the crease, and I'm going to pack it. I'm going to pack it in until it kind of get a blend right here. But also, I'm going to make sure most of my pigment is at the very edge of my crease. And then I'm going to go in a little further. Because now there's not as much pigment on the brush as there was to begin with. I apologize, that was my phone. Goodness, gotta be so loud. You wanna know who it was? It was TikTok, that's who it was. I'm gonna go back in with that pigment one more time just to make sure I can get the dark parts that I want. And you kind of want more of a gradient right here. So it's always good to have like a white shade around, like white pigment, especially if you're going for like a white cut crease. It's good if you want to like blend other colors in with the white shade, or you could just like leave them how they are, and especially if like you add more product and it's like a lipstick and it's like wet, it's easier to blend that way as well for some people. Others like to go back in with powders and clean it up a bit. However you want to do. But I'm going to go in right here in the corner, back in with the white, to make sure there's like a gradient effect. And honestly, I think that's pretty much okay with me. And then I'm going to go back in with the brush I originally used to pack on the gray, which is this tiny little, I don't know what brush. But then I'm going to go and blend it in with the white. So there's a gradient. Anyway, it's not a perfect gradient, but like it's there, whatever. So then I'm going to go back in with the black, and then I'm going to pat in on my corner right here. So there's not like a harsh line between the gray and the black, and just blend it. And for me, there's always like a patch here, so I have to go in with like a cream usually to like get it dark enough. like as dark as I want it to be anyway. But for now, I'm gonna go, well, before I do that, I'm gonna go in with this brush and blend and buff out that harsh line that I just made. Also, I understand if this looks like a lot of work. It is. But this is just how I do my makeup. You do not have to do your makeup like this. There's plenty of other beauty gurus on YouTube. So I usually like to go back in with the black for my little like the part where it looks kind of patchy. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but there's like a patch between the cut crease and the actual shadow. I don't know why it does that. It does that with everything I do. It doesn't do it on the side, but it does it on the side. I don't get it. But I like to get my brush a little wet. And also, if you do this, it will change the formula of your pigment, or whichever pigment you use for that matter. I haven't seen anything different with the James Charles pigment, like the spooky shade anyway. And I've used 2 of his palettes, and it doesn't seem to change whether it's wet or if it's dry. But that's just my experience. But then, yeah, I'm going to pack it in right here. And then I'm going to take this brush that I originally used to pack it in, and I'm going to buff out the edges to make it look more of a dry pigment than a wet pigment. And I'm going to go back in with the blending brush with the browns on it. I promise it'll look cleaner at the end. I have a way of cleaning it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to add a wing to this one. Because also I'm out of eyeliner. But anyways, I'm going to take this it's a Wet n Wild black eyeliner. This is just one that I in particularly prefer. I can't talk at all. So I usually just kind of leave the wing there. You don't have to. You can bring it into the middle. That's just not what I do. And I am probably going to thicken it up a little bit. So I'm also going to do the angled wet brush thing that I usually do and go in with a pigment. And just use the tip of the brush. To get the shape that I want. Also, again, this is optional. You do not have to do this part. This is just a part that I do. So then I do this like weird eyelash thingy. I don't understand why, but I think it's adorable. I probably need to clean this up and show you guys how I do it. So first I'm gonna go in to get excess off. First, I know I'm triggering some people right now. I apologize. I know I should be like thrown in the dungeon for my barbaric ways. Where did my concealer go? I literally just had it, guys. I just had it. I'm so mad. So I took my foundation and my Jeffree blender, we're gonna call it that. I don't know what he's calling this. The sponge, anyway. And I kind of just went over it. I apologize, I didn't get that footage. My camera shut off. Also, I'm very, very extra when it comes to my makeup, so you don't have to do anything that I do. I just want to make that very clear. I know I've been saying it throughout this video, but I just don't want you guys to be doing something that you think you should be doing just because you want to be like me or dress like me or something. You don't have to like put any of the sigils on your face. You don't have to have like the most blown out smoky eye ever. Okay, you do not have to do any of that. You just be yourself. I got to like such a point in my life where I was stressing out about like what I should wear or what I shouldn't be wearing, and I let it affect my life a lot, and you guys shouldn't. Just don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. You do not have to have Killstar. You do not have to have Demonia shoes, or however you say it. I don't know if somebody's gonna correct me. But what I'm trying to say is like you don't have to have all of these expensive items to be a part of a subculture. I don't like sitting there shoving people in a box because I've been shoved in a box my whole life. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe white eyeliner. White eyeliner changes the game when it comes to makeup. It really does. And I'm gonna place it right here under my waterline, not on my waterline. I actually don't have a stick of white eyeliner right now because I used all of mine. And that's what I usually put on my waterline because I don't trust liquids. And neither should you. I know some people do it, and I just see it as a very, very, very unhealthy thing. But basically I'm just going to fill out that dip right there. I'm going to fill it in with white. Now I'm going to go in with the lipstick. This is from Rimmel London. You can get this at like Walgreens or CVS or Walmart, like pretty much anywhere they sell Rimmel. It's their Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color, but it's their gray color. I don't know if it looks gray on camera, but I'm going to use that and go in on my lip, and then I'm going to do my other eye off the camera, and then I'll be back. So, yeah. So, like, this part is for all of you people that are asking me how I get my lipstick around my lip ring. This is the most annoying question in the world to me because it explains itself. You just kind of go around it. You just go around it. That's all. Also, I am going back in with another layer of this because in my opinion, no, they're not crazy pigmented, but they're pigmented enough for a drugstore brand. So okay, so now that I'm done with my lipstick, I'm gonna go off camera and do the other eye, and I will be back for the finishing results, and I will put my eyelashes on as well. Also, I'm really sorry that this video like began so hyped and now I'm like really tired. But it's also 10:16. I'm getting old. Anyways, I'll see you guys when I come back. Hey guys, so I am back and I just did the other eye off camera, and this is the final look. The only thing I didn't do on camera was the lines on my bridge, which those honestly are just really easy. You just put lines on your nose, that's it. I used the Wet n Wild for the black, and then I used the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in shade Drug Lord. Anyways, I hope this video was very informative and it answered at least most of the questions you've had for me for a really long time. I'm glad that I can finally get this video out, and I hope you guys love it at least a little bit more than my last video, and maybe it'll be like a little bit longer. I'm gonna try anyway. All of my links will be in the description to my Instagram, possibly my TikTok. I don't really think it matters that much. But mostly I just use my Instagram on social media. I don't really use any other platforms. I do have a Twitter, but it's not worth linking, so but otherwise, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.